All right, so I haven't uploaded in what, week and a half, 2 weeks of the recording of this at the very least. I don't know when I'm gonna get the video out, but the reason I haven't been recording is because I've been a little obsessive lately. I've been a little crazy. I've been a little obsessed with a certain product, and if you've seen the title of the video, you know that of course the game is you know, uh Penis Play 9000. No, it's it's fucking stupid. It's Cyberpunk 2077, and I'm coming in this no script. I just kind of want to speak my mind, how I feel about this game, why I love this game, why I'm a little borderline obsessed with it. But I don't even know where to start with. This game is it's a masterpiece. I don't know how else to really describe it. It's truly truly one of a kind. I've never played a game like it. And I can't think of anything about the game that is like actually bad. Now I know it had a rough launch, but that's not what we're here to talk about, okay? I didn't play the game at launch. I didn't have it soiled for me. I'm sorry if it got soiled for you, but this is my experience. And I've played it. I have played the shit out of it. I've beaten the game. I've done just about every side mission that I could find. Um, After I initially beat the game, I continued to look around more. I did pretty much every gig in the city. I think I did every single gig, and even the gigs are just such high quality. Some of them are basic, go kill this guy, whatever. Not a lot in it, but a lot of them, there's a lot to it. Um, Try not to say as much, but it's such a good game. And I think the thing I want to start off with first is the combat. The combat in this game is fantastic, like much better than I expected. When I originally started playing the game, I thought the combat felt, for lack of a better word, it felt kind of slidey. It was hard to like describe what it felt like. But the more you get upgrades and the more your character really becomes fully realized in what they can do, it just opens up and it's so fun. And there's so much variety with the gameplay, there's lots of different weapons. The fact that I could throw a knife at someone's head and I could put a modifier on it where it's non-lethal if I really wanted to, and I'm hitting them in the head with a knife and it doesn't kill them. Like that's it's goofy as hell, but it's like it's useful for certain missions when you don't want to kill certain characters or people. Um, and the fact that you could deflect bullets with a sword, the fact that you have what is it, Sandevistan, where you stop time or you slow down time. I think there is one that's good enough to pretty much stop it, but the best one I've gotten is like the 85% slow for like 6 seconds, and that's really good. Really, really slows down time a lot. I love using that. I love just popping off headshots with Johnny's gun while it's in slow motion. It's really badass. And I just can't help but like get all giddy over it whenever I jump into like a one of those NCPD scanner side missions, and I go in there and I just like, oh, they're beating somebody up, and I just stop time and I could just start popping off headshots and kill every single one of them before they even realize what's even happened. It's such a good feeling. It feels so good. Um, and I've seen other gameplay videos of people like picking up characters, like I guess it's a strength build, where they can pick up like actual people and just chuck them at other people, and it's fucking awesome. And it's so cool, and there's so much variety with the gameplay. And the other thing I want to talk about is the world design. This has to be the greatest open world in any video game. At the very least, it's the greatest GTA like open world. is the best way I could describe it. The best city open world is probably a better way to put it, because I wouldn't really say the game is like GTA. It like it has the same type of open world to it, but they're very different in a lot of ways. And if you've played the game, you'll know that it's very different from Grand Theft Auto. It just kind of looks like Grand Theft Auto when you're driving in a car. But other than that, the combat, everything else is completely different. But it's such a detailed. I know I got kind of sidetracked. It's such a detailed world. It's so fun to explore. There's markers. So here's the thing about open world games. I really like to explore them, and I don't want every little thing to be marked on the map. And it's okay for certain things too, but I want there to be surprises. And this game has surprises to it. There are things you're going to run into in the open world that aren't marked on the map that's going to be like, whoa, what's going on here? You walk past a guy and he starts calling you over and he's like, hey, you wanna buy something? And he's really sketchy and you're like, I don't know. Um, and that's like a little side mission you could do. I got a freaking AI gun called Skippy that talks to me and is really snarky. Skippy's a little bastard. It's cool. It's really badass. Um, and the level design within this world is much better than I expected it to be. There are so many ways to approach every single situation, every single one of them. There are different, you might not realize it at first, but like if you just look around, you will find so many different ways to approach a situation. It feels like I'm playing Dishonored again. And maybe it's not quite on the level of something like Dishonored with its level design, because I've always regarded the Dishonored games, especially the second one, to have near perfect level design, if not perfect. Like those games, they really nailed the level design in those games. I'm saying level design a lot, but they really did. They nailed it. It was perfect. And I kind of had the same feeling here. It might be just a step behind that, but the fact that I could even compare it to Dishonored in that regard is it's insane. It's really is. It's insane that I could even compare them. Um and it's really impressive what they've been able to do here. But putting all that aside, that's all gameplay stuff. That's all fun. I love it. All of that stuff is really good. Oh, and just another thing, real quick. Music in this game, stellar, stellar music. It is 10 out of 10. Music in this game is fantastic. There's so much of it. Obviously, GTA like open world with the cars and stuff. You get a radio, which also is in your head. Um, so even when you're not in your car, you can still listen to radio and change stations and stuff. So that's cool. Um, but to get back to what I was saying, what really makes this game truly special, what really makes me love this game more than almost any other game out there, and I'm talking like this has got to be like a top 5 game for me, is the story and the characters. I have never played a game that had this amount of characters in it that felt like real people, that felt like actual people that I know. And my favorite character in the whole game is Pan Am. I'm, like, in love with her, dude. Like, she's so fucking likable in every single way. She's like a fucking dream woman. I swear to God, I love Pan Am. I immediately was like, bro, I wanna romance this girl, and any other chance I have to romance anyone else, I ain't even gonna try it because I am loyal to this bitch. She is the baddest bitch in this whole game, and I will go to hell and back for her. I swear to God. She is bad fucking ass. And you get accepted into the Nomads, their entire family. I don't want to like get too much into spoilers, but she's such a great character. And there's so many different good storylines. You got River Ward is a fantastic character. You go through a whole when you first meet him, it's a little different, but later on, you get another mission with him, a whole a whole segment of missions with him where you're trying to find someone. I don't want to spoil it, but basically it's like a serial killer detective kind of situation. I'll just say that. And it is so entertaining and so cool getting if you really feel like you're a detective trying to figure out this crime. It's one of my favorite quest lines in the entire game, if not my favorite. It's absolutely fantastic. Carrie is a great character. Johnny Silverhand, oh my god, man. Johnny Silverhand is such a good character, and I can't get enough of him. Seriously, he's a ah man. I don't want to get into spoilers. We'll just say that he is very morally gray in a lot of ways. He's not exactly the best person, but despite that, you're still gonna love his character. Um, he's awesome. Um, what else? Rogue feels like a real character, real person. Basically every side character in this game feels like a real person. Maybe not necessarily the pedestrians on the streets. You're probably not gonna like look at them and be like, oh, they're so realistic, you know? Like they look fine, they're serviceable, but you're not gonna like go up to them and be like, oh, that's a real person, like you are with the side characters. But it feels like just about every single one of them, they're so developed, they're so three-dimensional, they have more personality to them and more to their characters than a lot of other video games have in their entire being. And that's just sad. It's sad that a game can have so much of that when most games don't even have one character that goes even close to being three-dimensional. You know, you got games like the stupid what was it, the Saints Row remake. You got the stupid ass Forspoken, who characters suck complete ass. No one cares about Forspoken. They might like it for the gameplay a little bit, but no one's playing Forspoken for the story. I'm sorry, no one likes the fucking characters. You know, no one like most video games out there. They don't have compelling characters, and then you have something like Cyberpunk, who's I don't want to get too deep into it, but God, they're so good. Please just play this game. Just play this game. I know, like, it came out and it was, like, rough, but I promise you, this game is a fucking masterpiece. And I feel like if it came out, I feel like if it came out like this, with all of its updates and everything, and it was running perfectly fine, if it came out like this, Cyberpunk would be regarded as one of the greatest games of all time. And I think to a lot of people it is, but I think a lot of people didn't really give the game a chance, or they just or the experience was tainted for them because of its poor launch, and that's really sad. But it's just it's good in every single way. And there's multiple endings, and as of recording this, I've only gotten two endings. I've got the one with the nomads, which is a fantastic ending. I love that one. And then I got the one where you go to the moon. I'll just say that. And that one I didn't like as much. But the Pan Am ending, where you go with the nomads and everything, that's such a good ending to it. I love it. Oh man, what else to even say about it? Just play this game. And it's a really deep game in a lot of ways. You're gonna love it. I promise you. Like, I feel like there's nothing about the game not to love. Now, I will say I do have my nitpicks, and I guess I could say a few of them, but they're very minor. I don't have any real complaints with the game, you know? Just literally just nitpicks. Let me think. I don't like I don't necessarily like the tracking in the game, and what I mean by that is when you go to a destination, it kind of goes for the GTA style of tracking where it's like a line on the map. And there's two reasons why I don't like that. One reason being that I'm constantly looking at the map and it's taking my eyes off the world. And I don't want that because it's such a gorgeous world. I want to be looking at that at all times. And the other reason why I don't like it is because sometimes I'm an idiot and I take wrong turns because I'm not exactly sure where the arrow is pointing me. So it's like, oh, should I exit or should I stay on? I don't know. You know, I'm an idiot. So I fuck that up like half the time. and end up having to turn around or just taking another route. And then, well, those are the two reasons why I don't like it. And I prefer it if they did the more, what is it, Watch Dogs way of doing it, or Forza Horizon way of doing it, where it has the arrows on the road guiding you. I feel like that would have been a better way of like guiding the player to where he's going. But like I said, that's a nitpick. What else? I can't even think of anything else. I know I have other nitpicks, but right now I can't even think of them. Which means they're probably just really, really insignificant things. Um, oh, I have another nitpick. I wish there was more of the game because God, I fucking love it so much. I wish it just kept going. I am going to be getting the other endings, as many of them as I can. I'll even have to replay the game because there's a certain ending that I found out I kind of messed up on. Like, I have to play a certain mission and say certain dialogue choices to get the ending, and it was too late whenever I found out. So I'm going to have to replay the game just for that, which is fine because I wanted to replay it and do a different path anyway because I did the Street Kid path. But I think the other two is I think the other one is Corpo, and I think another one is actually Nomad. I'd have to check. I don't remember. But yeah, play the game, enjoy the game. I promise you, the more you play it, the better it gets. The game's gonna have you crying by the end of it, no matter what ending you choose. Um, it's such a good game. I can't rave enough about it. But yeah, if you like this video, like and subscribe. If you want to, I don't really care. That's a lie. I'm a liar. I care. Trying to make this YouTube thing work. I haven't been uploading because God, I love this game so much. It's too good. It's too fucking good, bro. Please play this game. You idiots out there, you're playing the new Call of Duty every fucking year and you don't even care about anything else. Just play Cyberpunk. Just play it. Play it on the side if you need to, but play it. Put like an hour of your time into it every single day. And then you're going to realize that that hour turned into 6 hours and now you're not getting any sleep because that's what's been happening to me. It's no good. Is I tell you that right now. It's pretty much almost all my free time has been put into playing this game. Uh so yeah, that's gonna be it for today. If you like the video, slap my